And welcome back to another video of Noble Nerd. And in this video, we're going to be discussing the current affairs from 8th April to 15th April. So, as we promised in the last video, in this video, we are going to be discussing the current affairs from 8th April to 15th April. If you didn't see our last video, which was from 1st April to 7th April, then do check it out. I will leave the link in the description because those are also some really important current affairs that you should check out. And now here we have got the part 2 of that series, weekly current affairs series, 1st to 7th April, and now this is 8th April to 15th April. Again, this presentation is by Noble Nerd, and if you like our videos, then please consider pressing the like button. Also share this video with your aspirant friends, and also subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos like this. Now I have 8th April to 15th April. Let's quickly start with the first question. First question is, as per the Asian Development Outlook ADO 2022, what is the estimated growth rate of India in 2023-24? The answer is 8%. Now it is the estimated growth rate, and that too of India, so it becomes really important. So do check out this question. It projected South Asia's largest economy, India, to grow by 7.5% in the current fiscal year 2022-23 and by 8% in the next year 2023-24. It also estimated 7% collective growth for South Asian economies in 2022. South Asia comprises of Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. So these are also some extra information. Now let's go to the next question, which is, what is the theme of the World Health Day in 2022? Here you can see the logo, World Health Organization, WHO. Answer is Our Planet, Our Health. Now April 7th is observed as World Health Day. So April 7th, very important day, because World Health Day is celebrated on this day. And why is it celebrated? To celebrate the creation of WHO, World Health Organization, in 1948 in the first Health Assembly. So here many questions can be formed. For example, when WHO was formed, so it's April 7, 1948. When as World Health Day observed? April 7th. And then our main question, what was the theme of World Health Day in 2022? So it is Our Planet, Our Health. And also they can say that, why is World Health Day observed? So this is all like important questions that I also scheduled, so you can know the questions too, and again also take a screenshot of this slide because very important question. Let's go to the next question. Which institution released the Braving the Storms East Asia and Pacific Economic Update Report? So as you can see the logo here, it is World Bank, the World Bank. As per the report, there are 3 risks for the region: financial tightening in the US, structural slowdown in China, and the war in Ukraine. The April 2022 issue of the report suggests bold reforms to avoid the risk and grasp the opportunities. So to the next question. Which milestone has been achieved by India's agricultural products export in the year 2021-22? The answer is USD $50 billion. USD $50 billion. India's agricultural products exported touched a new milestone by crossing USD $50 billion in the year 2022. So yeah, congratulations. And yeah, let's go to the next question. The One Health Framework has been launched as a pilot project in which state? The answer is Uttarakhand. Now, as this is a framework, becomes important. The Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairy (DAHD) has launched a pilot project in the state of Uttarakhand to implement the One Health Framework by One Health Support Unit. So the next question. This question is, who is the chairperson of the advisory committee to guide the semiconductor mission? Here you can see the person. So if you can identify him like this, answer is Ashwani Vaishnav. The Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Ashwani Vaishnav, will be the chairperson of the committee. Niti Aayog member V.K. Saraswat, principal scientific advisor, and secretaries from the Ministry of External Affairs, Departments of Expenditure, Economic Affairs and Promotion of Industry, Internal Trade will be the members of this committee. This is an advisory committee, so these are all the members too. Which is the first state duty to include e-cycles in the electric vehicle EV policy? The answer is New Delhi. The Delhi government included electric bicycles under its electric vehicle EV policy and announced that it will offer a subsidy of 5,500 each to 10,000 buyers. Important question. exoplanet K2 2016 BLZ005LB, which has been recently found, is a near identical twin of which planet? It's Jupiter. Now this question is very important. Astronomers are recently found a near identical, not really twin of Jupiter, but very near identical, which is located at similar distance from its star as Jupiter is from our sun. So like in terms, this planet that has recently been found, it's almost like Jupiter, the size too, and now its features are, and the distance also is also same, but still there are some differences, so it's near identical, but still very important question. Let's go to the next question. As per the recent study of CEEW, which state has the highest number of forest fire incidents in the last 2 decades? It is Mizoram. The study managing forest fires in changing climate found that there has been 10-fold increase in forest fires in the past 2 decades. More than 62% of Indian states are prone to high-intensity forest fires. Mizoram had the highest number of forest fires in the last 2 decades, with more than 75% of its districts being forest fire hotspots. Important question. So the next question, what is the repro rate of the Monetary Policy Committee MPC meeting held in April 2022? Answer is 4%. RBI Governor Shakti Kanta Das announced that the MPC had voted unanimously and anonymously to maintain the accommodative stance, and added that the reverse repo rate too was kept unchanged at 3.55%. Marginal standing facility MSF rate and bank rate also were kept unchanged at 4.25%. Let's go to the next question. What is the real gross domestic product GDP growth projection for 2022-23 as per RBI's monetary policy April 22? Before we saw Asian Development Outlook one, but this is according to RBI's monetary policy April 2022. So the answer is 10.2%. The RBI, Reserve Bank of India, maintain an accommodative stance and cut the real gross domestic product GDP growth projection for the 2022-23 to 7.2% against the earlier projection of 7.8%. Let's go to the next question. Which is the nodal agency to implement the Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana PMJAY? The answer is National Health Authority, National Health Agency 2. National Health Authority (NHA) was set up to implement the PMJ. Oh, I guess it is repeated. PMJ at the national level. And go to the next question. Which institution recently launched the Avsar scheme? Answer is Airports Authority of India. Airports Authority of India (AAI) has recently launched airport as venue for skilled artisans of the region Avsar scheme. So this is the full form of Avsar scheme. So the next question. Next question is, who is head of the Animation, Visual Effects, Gaming and Comic AVGC Promotion Task Force? The answer is Secretary of Ministry of Information Broadcasting. So who is this secretary? AVGC Promotion Task Force will be headed by the Secretary of the Ministry of Information Broadcasting. It will have secretaries of Ministry and Skill Development, Entrepreneurship, Development of Higher Education, Ministry of Education, Ministry of Electronics and IT, and DPIIT. Here you can see his picture. Now, there's a question that I'm gonna ask you. So this is the question. What is the name of this person? Who is this Secretary of Ministry of Information Broadcasting? Just tell me in the comments. And this is an extra hint. You can see the picture of him, and he's also the Secretary of Ministry of Information Broadcasting. Write his name in the comments down, and let's see how many of you get it right. Let's go to the next question. Which organization launched the first fully private astronaut mission to the International Space Station? The answer is SpaceX. And SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket launched AX-1, a mission from Austin-based company Axiom Space. It is the first fully private astronaut mission to the International Space Station. Again, it's the first important question. So to the next point. As per RBI's recent notification, cardless cash withdrawal is proposed through which platform? UPI, Unified Payments Interface. As per RBI, cardless cash withdrawal, which was offered only by few banks, will now be made available across all banks and ATMs via the Unified Payments Interface (UPI). Next question: which city is the host of the 4th India US 2+2 Ministerial dialogue. Answer is Washington. Defense Minister Rajnath Singh arrived in the Washington DC as part of his 5-day US visit, which includes the India-US 2+2 ministerial dialogue. Let's go to the next question. Madhavpur Mela is a cultural fair celebrated in which state? The answer is Gujarat. President Ramnath Kovind inaugurated the annual Madhavpur Mela, the 5-day cultural fair in the coast village of Madhavpur in Gujarat. Now, as President inaugurated this, so this question will become important. Next question. This is also very important. Who has been elected as the 23rd Prime Minister after the Prime Minister of Pakistan after no confidence motion? Answer is Shehbaz Sharif. Pakistan Muslim League leader Shehbaz Sharif was known as the new Prime Minister of Pakistan after non-confidence motion, which was introduced against his predecessor Imran Khan. Now Imran Khan has been thrown out as a Prime Minister, and Shehbaz Sharif has shown as a new Prime Minister. Let's go to the next question. Okay, which country is the world's largest consumer of gold? It's China. India is the world's second largest consumer of gold, only after China. India's gold imports rose by 33.34% to 46.14 billion rupees during the 2021-2022 fiscal due to high demand. Let's go to the next question. Which state topped the Niti Aayog State Energy and Climate Index SECI round 1? And that is Gujarat. Gujarat has topped Niti Aayog State Energy and Climate Index SECI round 1 among largest states. It is followed by Kerala and Punjab. Among the small states, Goa topped the index. Let's go to the next question. Which Union Minister implements the PM Daksh Yojana? So it is Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. PM Daksh Pradhan Mantri Dakshta or Kushalta Sampam Hitgrahi Yojana, implemented by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, is a national plan for the skilling of marginalized persons. Let's go to the next question. Nadabet Seema Darshan project was inaugurated in which state? The answer is Gujarat. As per the Seema Darshan project, Union Home Minister Amit Shah inaugurated an Indo-Pakistan border viewing point in Nadabet in Gujarat. Let's go to the next question. When is the International Day of Human Spaceflight commemorated every year? The answer is April 12th. The Union Nations General Assembly established April 12th to be the International Day of Human Spaceflight. On April 12, 1961, Russian cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin orbited Earth aboard the Vostok 1 spacecraft. So that's why April 12th is celebrated as International Day of Human Spaceflight. The International Day of Human Spaceflight commemorates this occasion, which paved the way for space exploration for the benefit of humanity. Let's go to the next question. In which Indian state megalithic stone jars were recently unearthed? It is Assam. Dozens of megalithic stone jars have been recently unearthed in the state of Assam at 4 previously unknown sites. Let's go to the next question. As per WTO, World Trade Organization, what is the estimated global trade growth in the 2020-23 fiscal year? The answer is 3%. The World Trade Organization WTO received down its forecast for global trade growth in 2022-2023 to 3% and 4.7%. Let's go to the next question. What is the total amount of revenues and investments mobilized from asset monetization in FY 2022 in India? Rupees 96,000 crore. The centre's asset monetization drive mopped up to 12% than the target set for FY 2022 due to strong performance of coal and mineral blocks, highway stretches and power transmission lines. India has decided to establish education and skill development working group with which country? It is USA. India and the US have decided to establish a new India-US education and skills development working group. So let's go to the next question. Swandi Se Samriddhi program is an initiative of which union ministry? Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs. Swanidhi Se Samriddhi, an international program of PM Swanidhi, was launched last year in 125 cities under the first phase, covering around 35 lakh street vendors and their families. PM Swanidhi aims at providing an affordable working capital to street vendors. Let's go to the next question. What is India's retail inflation rate in March as per the data released by NSO? Answer is 6.95%. The data released by the National Statistical Office (NSO) showed that the retail inflation rate in India rose to 6.95% in March 20 years ago. Let's go to the next question. The Pradhan Mantri Sangrahalaya Museum is located in which city? The answer is New Delhi. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the Pradhan Mantri Sangrahalaya, a museum dedicated to all the Prime Ministers of the country since independence. Let's go to the next question. Which Union Ministry implements the Rashtriya Gram Swaraj Abhiyan (RGSA)? The answer is Ministry of Panchayati Raj. The Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi launched a Rashtriya Gram Swaraj Abhiyan (RGSA), the transformation of aspirational districts program under the Ministry of Panchayati Raj. Let's go to the next question. Who's been awarded the International Gandhi Award for Leprosy 2021? Answer Dr. Bhushan Kumar. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu presented the International Gandhi Award for Leprosy 2021 to Dr. Bhushan Kumar from Chandigarh and Sayog Puchta Karnataka, Gujarat. And then here you can see the picture of him, Dr. Bhushan Kumar. So the next question. Which Indian state announced to celebrate the birth anniversary of Dr. Ambedkar on April 14th as Equality Day? It is Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin announced in the Legislative Assembly that the birth anniversary of Dr. Ambedkar on April 14 would be celebrated as Equality Day from this year. Let's go to the next question. As per World Bank's April update, what is India's GDP forecast for fiscal year 2022-23? Answer is 8%. The World Bank has cut India's GDP forecast for fiscal year 2022-2023 to 8% from 8.7% predicted earlier, citing worsening supply bottlenecks and rising inflation risk caused by Russia's invasion of Ukraine. So that's all. That was our last question. And thank you for watching our video, guys. And again, like this video, share this video, and also subscribe to our channel for more videos like these. And in the next video, we will continue this series with uploading the current affairs from 16th April. So yeah, thanks, and again, thank you so much for watching our videos.